Welcome back to Read Between Us. I'm your host, Mona.
And I'm Norika. And today we're doing a nighttime recording.
For the first time.
You get to see us like through the different times of the day.
It's true. We have 9 to 5 jobs, so we gotta squeeze in episodes here and there.
Yes.
Today we're going into the Empyrean series, book 2. We did book 1 in our first episode, and that turned out really well.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go into Iron Flame.
Iron Flame is the second book in the series.
Yeah.
And if you've read The Fourth Wing and are in love with the series, I think, Iron Flame.
I'm sure if you read The Fourth Wing, you're already in love.
Yeah.
You finished it. Basically hooked.
Yes. So we're getting into Iron Flame, the second one, and I think it's a bit, I don't know. It was slow for me in the beginning.
Very.
It took me a
while.
I had to force you.
Yeah.
to finish the book. Not that it wasn't a good book, but you just need to really be engrossed in it to keep the hook going. Whereas Fourth Wing was more.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Fourth Wing ended with a real surprise at the end.
Oh yeah. Oh, before we really get into it,
there's yes, please. If you have not read the book, please do not listen. Pause this podcast.
Or listen if you don't have the patience to read a book. We'll just spoil it for you. Because then we will, you can hear it here first or second.
Yeah.
So what's new about this episode? What's fun about this episode?
We're doing it at night.
I
guess we get to see Xaden and Violet's relationship expand. Should I say expand?
Yeah.
Or evolve.
But before that, we kind of reached out to some fellow Empyrean friends.
Yes.
That's what I was alluding to.
I'm sorry.
You gotta catch what I'm throwing at you. So we have a guest speaker. Wants to be anonymous, I guess.
Not so much speaker, we just got some a guest.
Yeah, so we got some input. We asked a few questions, they gave the answers on how they felt about the book. So it'll be more fun to see apart from me and Mona's voices and thoughts.
Yeah. I think for that particular guest we had both, it's a mutual friend of ours. We both were sort of forcing him to buy the series or buy the first book at least. Yes. And get into it. And he was just like, oh, what's it about? And so we're like, oh, it's a mixture of Hunger Games, Harry Potter, Divergent. And he's like, sold, getting it. And he went from book 1 to book 3 in days.
Almost faster than you.
Almost.
Wait, no, I think it was faster than me because you finished it
we finished it almost, just
before
a day before I finished.
Oh man.
Yes, a day before I finished.
So yes, you can get hooked.
Iron Flame is book 2, it gives real book 2 vibes. I was just telling Norika, it reminds me of Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. It's slow and try to drag the story.
It's just almost to the peak, of the whole story, and it's building up towards it. There's all this tension and what did you call it? Admin. All this admin. Yeah, you're all this admin. Because this, yeah.
But yeah, book 1 ended with a cliffhanger sort of, and a surprise, bringing people back from the dead.
Yeah.
And then obviously it makes you want to buy book 2 straight away. Did you buy book 2 straight away?
Yes.
I was lucky. My friend gave me book 1 and 2 at the same time.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
So I was buying at 2 a.m. in the morning. And then I started the first chapter of Iron Flame same time, and then I was just like, no. I don't want to blur it too much.
And I think this episode we also have some guest commentary that we're going to be sharing on this episode, yeah?
Yeah, and it'll be fun because we gave some questions beforehand to get some insight and just another voice into the whole
just so we know
world.
It's not us.
Yeah, so somebody else is also obsessing over it just like we are. And I think it's really nice to hear different perspectives.
Yeah, and it was good to see the hype because we managed to convince our mutual friend to get the book because he's a Harry Potter fan and a Hunger Games fan too, I think.
Yeah, we got the swears, but you know what?
But he also finished book 1 at around 3 a.m., right?
And then the
And
very
then
next
at
day.
around 7 in the morning, we've got a video of him walking into Kmart to buy the second book.
That's a real one. You know, that's when you
that's
know
dedication.
you got somebody.
He must have been like dreaming about not dream. I would have stayed up all night just worried about what was happening in the next book.
Before we get into it, like what's your impression of Iron Flame compared to Fourth Wing? Like, as a read, was it as
Again,
entertaining?
it felt like I was in Order of the Phoenix for Harry Potter. It gives, second book vibes where they try to drag the story. So I struggled to finish the book. But then towards the end, second half of the book.
What did I say? Those last 100 pages?
Yeah. Funnily enough, is I had time to read through the book up until that second half, like the last few 100 pages. And just as I was getting to the good parts of the book, I kept getting disturbed as I was reading it.
Yeah.
Because I would read it like on a Sunday while I was cooking, and then I had like my kids, Mommy, I need this, Mommy, I need that. Just not. And it's the actual book, right? I didn't have it on my phone. It's just like, I had to put it down and be like, what do you need?
Yeah.
That's all I could think about. Honestly, I would think I was finishing work early on purpose just to go home and read.
Yeah, she told me what she was doing. She'd like finish an hour work and to reward herself. She just like, open, read one chapter.
I worked from home a few days and I was just like, work for 20 minutes, read 3 lines.
That's adulting, like, incentive.
I think a lot of people that have heard our podcast have been asking me, when do you even get time to read?
There you go.
When?
You trick yourself.
Reward yourself for the hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, if the story is really good, you'll find time.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that end. I think do you want me to talk about it overall?
Yeah.
Oh, if you have read the book, you know what it's about, right? We know that Xaden and Violet's relationship evolves, and we see a lot of relationship drama and relationship growth. I think we also see some politics there. In terms of what's happening in Basgiath College. Should I say college?
War College.
War
It's called
College,
War
okay.
College. Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of politics, and Violet's, because she's been brought up her entire life, right, in the scribes, with her father, and just in the college, to be honest, because her mom's the general. And it's just one of those eye-opening books where she starts to learn, like, not everything seems what it is.
Yeah, it's where those people are hiding things. There's so much more beneath
so
the surface.
much more. How would you feel though if you were Violet and in that situation, finding out
Betrayed.
about a lot of things?
Betrayed.
Yeah, I mean,
definitely, because there's like so much that's kept from you, and not one would see it as for your safety, but also it's just
like,
not knowing
what's the truth.
Yeah.
I'd feel lost, to be honest, because my whole life I've been brought up in
knowing one thing.
Yeah, I know everything
this group
about
of
this
people
college.
are rebels. Don't engage with them. They're this, and then you find out that, wait a minute, you're actually the wrongdoer. Like, your mom did all that.
Yeah, and even who's her scribe lecturer, or should I say, what do you say?
The head of the scribe.
Yeah, the head of the scribes,
Yeah.
Markham, right? Isn't
Yeah,
it
Markham.
Yeah, and she looked up to him.
Yeah,
and
as a
there's a lot of betrayal in that relationship.
Yeah. So with Iron Flame, like, for me, I did find it lengthy. Like, it was a much longer read and more intensive to get through because of how they were just setting up the story. Because they needed to do that to show just Xaden's position as a lieutenant, but also his political position as the last ruler of Tyrandor. So it really needed to be that kind of way. But
True.
we left off with her brother being alive, even though he was dead or believed to be dead. And then there's a whole bunch of lying, like how she felt betrayed and lied to, because Zayden was lying to her. Then she realized her mom and everybody else was lying to her. So it starts off with her just not being able to trust anybody, trusting what she thought was the truth.
Yeah, I didn't think of it that way.
So there was a lot of that emotional turmoil she was going through, but honestly, she was just so annoying to a point. Like, it just really got to me, like. But then, if I was in her shoes, I'd probably be that paranoid as well.
Yeah, and isn't she also trying to find her signet in this?
Yes, and
like trying
no, she knew her signet.
She knows it, or she has a signet,
but she could not control it.
Yeah,
she could. So she hasn't mastered it, and then that's another thing, because she's believed to be the strongest, because she's got the biggest dragon aside from the general's dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's looking up to her. But so yes, that's pretty much the general gist of Iron Flame. And then again, last 100 pages, total head turner, just leaves you there questioning your life, looking at the blank space.
It starts off with her being in Eurasia, right?
Yeah, she was injured in a coma.
She was so she was out for a few days, and she wakes up in Eurasia. Eurasia is like what, a village? Well, it's Zayden's home. And apparently it was destroyed way back during the whole rebellion thing.
It was believed to be uninhabited because of the rebellion. So they didn't even know that people were actually in Eurasia and that it was still a functioning city. So the rebellion was still alive and well.
Yeah, and then it goes into she walks into the middle of the conversation with the council, is it? And then they have to decide whether or not they want to go back
to school
or to stay there and play dead.
Because they were literally sent to their death at the end of Fourth Wing.
But also she was, so I think because of that incident that happened when Liam died.
Liam.
She was really battling with her fragile body, so she had a lot of injuries, right? Especially her shoulder. Yeah. For a small girl, I don't know, maybe Latilla is who I would compare her to.
Oh.
Right? Imagine Latilla just being...
She got looks too.
Yeah.
Like,
and just being like this tough cookie, and then just keeps getting injured.
I would say like the silent resilience.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. Like, you would look at it and be like, I don't know if you're cut out for this war call and stuff, and then boom, slits your throat.
But like, also that's just like her reaction, I mean, like her character rather, with how she reacts to everything. She's a fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it goes, and then they eventually have to go to Basgiath, and then they come up with like a good excuse of why they've been away for so long.
Yeah, because they had to return because Zayden, Bodhi, and them were graduating.
Right. It would look weird if
they returned.
Oh, and the mission, right?
Yes. And they returned just when they were like reading their names off the death roll. And then they landed, and then everyone's just like, you're on the death roll and you're here. So, you know, drama, whisper. And then comes Dane in his high and mighty thing, expecting them to not be there. Yeah.
It's crazy. Oh, and I also didn't like how she came back to the college and she had to hold things from her friends, like her close group of friends.
Yes. And then she had to lie.
I mean, yeah, eventually, but like that whole... Maybe that's probably why I didn't like it too, is because it dragged, because she had to keep things from her best friend.
And they knew she was holding things.
She knew, yeah, it's like Rihanna knew.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be annoyed if I knew you holding things from me.
But what if it's to protect you?
No, but like, you would be very bad at lying to me about it.
I can't even.
And it would annoy me. I would probably like drag it out of you. I'd just sit you down and be like, look.
You can't do this by yourself.
Just tell me. I'll help you bury the body.
But it's to protect you. I would protect you. So we're gonna... Sorry. You had any more insights?
No, I mean just that. I'll give a brief background on the book before we get into the questions.
Yeah. So like I mentioned, we have a few questions that our friend did answer to, and yeah, we'll just see how it goes. If we agree or not. She's never seen the answers.
Yeah,
I
I wanna
have,
read them.
so it's gonna be like a very live reaction to it. So yeah, happy to get started. Shall I start?
Yeah.
So the first question is, which character surprised you the most and why?
Okay.
And he answered, Imogen.
Oh.
She's a perfect example of why you should never judge a book by its cover. When she was first introduced in Fourth Wing, I got that this girl is gonna be a problem for Violet's vibe.
Yeah, same.
But then she grew on me, and I'm a sucker for a bad girl impression type of girls, only to find out they're actually nice. What do you think?
That's such a George thing to say. Oops. Redact. Please put her.
What do you think?
We should call him Bob.
That's such a Bob thing.
It's such a Bob thing to say. He's gonna be mad. We used Bob.
So what do you think? Which character surprised you?
Which character surprised me? Oh, that's a hard one.
Yeah.
I think I know which a character annoyed me. It was not Gary. Riddock, because he was just constantly there. But then I eventually realized he was, because Liam wasn't there to protect her anymore, so he felt like he needed to be there for her. But I think Imogen is
Pretty spot on,
it's
man.
pretty spot on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone else. Yeah, I'll come back to this.
Yeah.
What about you?
I would kind of be tossing between Violet and Zayden.
Uh-huh.
Not because they're the main characters, but Violet in the sense that she's really smart.
Mm-hmm.
But she could not get over the whole head process to see the bigger picture. It took her like a really long time.
Yeah, that was annoying.
And for me, I was like, dude, things are not right, so just get over it. Like, you literally were sent to be killed, switch. And so I think that was, but she got over it. Zayden, for just being a total bad boy to being like, I love you, and open to everything. And
that was also annoying.
Yeah, so
it went from
so I don't know whether
Lieutenant
so
Zayden
not surprised
to,
in a good
boy.
way, but expected a bit more.
I think now that I've thought about it, it would be Dane. I think for me it was Dane because I wasn't sure, and if we're talking about trust here, I wasn't sure that Dane was being genuine about his loyalty. Are we in the same book?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because towards the end, he...
Yeah, towards the end. So, I wasn't sure. And then, towards the end, when he eventually came
around
into the picture and had to make a choice, and Zayden didn't kill him. Are we in the same book?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to make sure we're in the same book.
Well,
they were not in Onyx stuff.
Yes.
This is the right book.
Yeah. Well, he's wing leader,
really... Well, yes, he's wing leader too, but we all know that Dane was very rule-oriented,
Codex.
It's by the rules. And it's also by what he was brought up with. So it's just a version of what Violet would have been if she didn't really know Zayden.
True.
Yeah, and so...
And that's the person he knows.
Exactly. And then given his
version.
signet, he could have used that power as well. But he didn't because, of his friendship to Violet, and he gave her an opportunity to, for him to believe in her. So I think he surprised me the most.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Imogen is a good choice. She came through in the
Bob really took the words.
Yeah.
Good one, Bob.
Good one, Mom.
Mom's gonna swear. Okay, second question.
We do that at the same time.
What's your favorite scene or quote and why? And the answer is from Bob. When Violet's signet manifested and Tan was like, lightning welder. Like in a prideful parent way. And because he knew like she was special, but then, you know. I like this scene because when they first introduced the concept of signets in the book, I was always trying to guess Violet's and what it was gonna be. So lightning took me by surprise.
Ah, really? Repeat the question again?
What was your favorite scene or quote and why?
Favorite scene, a quote.
Mine is dirty.
I know which one you're talking about. That's why I looked at you. But no.
All the girlies know which one we mean. If you read Iron Flame, you know what scene and what quote. Because that is stuck in your brain.
Well, talk about yours then. I can come back to mine since I haven't had this. I need time to think about it because I didn't even look at the question.
Okay. Scene or quote? The chair.
Okay. I knew you were going to go there.
The throne. The claim. I mean...
Oh, the claim.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Drink your Sprite.
Hmm. Just kinda...
Moment of silence.
But, I think... one of my favorite scenes, aside from that, I think, I wouldn't say favorite scenes, but like the pivotal scene to me was the interrogation. When she was being tortured and interrogated.
Oh yeah.
By Varish. Like for me, that was like, she's gonna die. Well, obviously she wouldn't die because there's this whole series, but like, you know, something's gonna happen real bad, and like she was broken beyond thing, and I was just like, where the F is Zayden? Like, by now he would know because her her communication to Tan was blocked, so that Tan would know she's in danger. Gail would know he's in like something's happening. So I was like, where is he? And then when you find out what Zayden was doing, I was like, oh my gosh, Zaddy.
Yeah, that was. No, actually, that's a good point. I actually really like that scene.
Like, for me, that just changed it. Like, he literally would... Well, he did say it. He'd burn Arisha to the ground and watch it burn just to, like, have her. And, like, he really proved that time and time again.
Yeah. That scene was intense.
It was intense. I had to read that whole chapter.
Section again.
Yeah, because it was... To really get into it, and just like how Varish was just like antagonizing her from the start, you know, like torturing her to like hone her signet until she like nearly burnt out, and then like threatening to do something with Endana because she was not showing up to the dragon's assembly and stuff because she was in her deep sleep. So he was just like looking for a reason to punish her, and then when he finally got that, yeah, he just...
I was scared for a moment. I actually thought she was gonna give in.
Yeah. And then when Dane walked in, and I was like, oh shit. No, and then, but he was gonna use his powers.
Yeah,
like he was forcing him to use his powers.
He didn't know he was using it on Violet.
Yeah. And what he was doing to her, like he saw her being tortured for days. Because she was in there for days.
I was just like, around 5 days.
Yeah. She was in there for days, so, you know, everybody knew that she was missing.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy. That scene was intense. I think it was during those scenes in those chapters of the book where I kept getting disturbed, and I was just like, what do you want?
Leave me alone, I'm trying to read
Mom, you
question life choices.
No, and then I'm like, this is your fault. You should have been reading the book at 3 p.m. in the afternoon on a Sunday.
But like, it was so, like, it was so intense. Like, you had to, like, really be in it. And you just,
Oh, man.
yeah.
I commend her, though. for lasting that long, because I don't think I would have lasted
Yeah.
that long. But then she had Liam. She was seeing Liam.
Yeah.
And what else?
Yeah, I think that for me.
Oh, and but she lasted because she didn't want Zayden to be interrogated, right?
And she knew that he would
trying
do
to-
something.
He was trying to
Yeah, or he
lure
knew
him
he
into a
would. Yeah,
trap.
that he would do something and get killed and everything. So she was like, in a way, trying to not let it reach that level. Too late. Boy was
Yeah.
killing Waven all over the place and dropping them.
At one point, I thought like Zayden, I don't know, like, because you know when they mentioned that it had been a few days, and she was just like, okay, Zayden doesn't know I'm here, but I thought, no, like, can't be real. Zayden knows you're here.
Yeah.
But then when that moment when we realized what he was doing in order for him to rescue her,
To distract them.
that scene was too good, man.
I mean, like,
Too
you can
good.
picture it, like, in his state of just anger, he went out by himself, him and Sigil, just out by himself and just killing on a killing riot.
And Sigil must have been like, I don't mind.
Yeah.
We're killing
Because
women now.
she's ruthless, eh? So
Rifles.
they just went and just started a killing riot, dropping, like, them all over the outpost. I was just like, that is love.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pivotal. Probably, yeah, my favorite
Agreed.
scene, yeah.
Agreed.
Right. Question number 3. What plot twist wrecked you the most?
Plot twist.
Did we give it away? So, Bob's answer was, you and Lamar know which part of the first book caught me off guard. It was
Oh,
when,
yeah. Same.
Yeah. It
We're on the
was
same
where Violet had no idea that she wanted two dragons and
dragons.
knocked everyone's socks off when she gave Andana's name, as well for the record keeper to note that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, you know, I think we put it up, like, same time he just reached for his phone and then did a whole live reaction. And yeah, so I think that really got him. Yeah, so that was Fourth Wing. I think
Yeah.
for me, Iron Flame, we just discussed it, that point when she was being tortured and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That plot twist.
I think mine was mine was her finding out that Andana was part of the rare species. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't want to give it away in the last one, because no, like in the last recording when we were doing Fourth Wing and you're like, yeah, the scales were black, and I just didn't want to, like, I was like, don't
I
spoil
had to
it
read
for
that.
you.
I had to reread that 3
Yeah, because she
times
was
for me
talking to her to
understand.
try and get her to, like, figure it out herself.
Yeah, because she couldn't say it.
Mm.
Yeah, and so I really liked those scenes where they had to go up to the walls, the stone walls in Arisha and try the first time to put up the wards.
Or to get the luminary, the wardstone.
Yeah, and to put up the wards, so they all had to cut themselves and whatnot. And,
They figured it
I really
didn't
like those scenes because I don't know what scene it reminded me of or what movie. Anyway. But I really liked that scene. It didn't work. I was very hopeful that it would work. And then the second time, when she, you know, like how determined she was to find the way to get the wards up. Then when she realized as well that they were gonna come for the wards within the college, like that scene. That
Oh yeah.
that was, to me, I was like into my book like this.
Because that's when Madam General just
Came through, and Jack Barlow showed up too. You know, I was just like,
plot twist.
yeah.
Jack fucking
That
Barlow.
whole scene in the where the wardstones were at the bottom. Am I saying wardstones? Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
wardstone.
where the wardstones were. That whole scene from there up until the end.
Oh, it's really good writing because you were locked in. There was no way you could leave your book and be like, I'm coming back the next day. No, you had to finish it then.
And at a point, I didn't really. I just thought like Andana was just going through a lot of issues.
Like,
But then everything made sense for me there, and I really liked that part was that the golden dragon was really like a special species.
yeah, which is really cool. And then just going back quickly to your point where Jack fucking Barlow comes back to life, where you hated the fact, it annoyed you about Brennan coming back to life because it's like anything can happen.
Ah, yeah, him coming back to life was annoying.
Yeah. You were just like,
I had to sit for a minute, put the book down, and think about when he died. Like, did we actually see his body? But we didn't, because it was just a whole bunch of
yeah, because she blasted him off.
yeah. So then I was just like, oh, this is so annoying.
But it makes sense why he came back.
Definitely,
Yeah.
for sure. We'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll get there towards the end. Next question. If you could sum up Iron Flame in 3 words, what would they be, and why those words?
In 3 words.
Sex, sex, sex.
Oh goodness.
Jokes.
Bob. PG. We have children listening to this as well.
No, we don't.
No jokes.
Jokes. 1, imaginative. And his reasoning is thankful for the world map provided in the book, because wow, Rebecca Yarros takes us from Basgiath to nearly every corner of the world in her books, which I love.
Yeah.
You can imagine if they make this into a series, like, movie series.
Series.
It needs to be a series, and make it like in an Empyrean series.
Empyrean.
So imaginative, because when you read, she really describes things to detail. So like when you're reading, you just picture it. And if you're someone who loves reading fantasy books, like, it comes easy for you to like visualize the whole thing. So I agree, imaginative. Second word, action packed. Who doesn't love dragons, fighting, and superpowers? I'll show you the door if you don't. And Bob is serious, because if you fight him over something like this, the door. Third, emotional. Damn.
Yeah.
Those last few chapters of Iron Flame took me on an emotional roller coaster ride. General Sorengale, you the man. Woman, you're the woman. That's all I'm gonna say without spoiling anything for any of you future readers. Don't worry, Bob. That's our job, to spoil everything for them. So 3 words. What would they be for you?
Definitely emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
I was gonna say pain, because I vividly remember just being in pain throughout the last few chapters of the book. Pain in the sense, like,
it's so good.
like when she's getting interrogated, you're just like, like hoping for the best that she stays alive. 2, I also felt like her frustration with Xaden during her trust issues.
The first half of the book.
I mean, I felt frustrated with the fact that she couldn't just say what she wanted to say.
Yeah.
They read their mind, like, they read each other's thoughts, and I found that annoying. Like, they had all the means to communicate further than most humans. And just couldn't even use it.
And communication's big for you.
Oh, very, very big. Very, very big. So, that was annoying. That was painful to go through. I think that's probably why I didn't like it, because I was just going through the whole back and forth.
Because you're like thinking about
both don't want to stay there.
Just go there.
And, it's just like, great. Just get to it, guys. Sad. Towards the last one, because of expected, right? You expect General Sorengale to do that. I expected her to choose her kids over her job.
Yeah.
I would too, but I didn't expect it to no, but I think it's smart what she did, because she she knows a lot more than...
and she couldn't come back from all of that, so the only way that she could really prove her loyalty was...
And not just that, I think she knew that the kids were safe, because they had each other. Not that she knew that Brennan was alive, but she knew that Mira and Violet had each other, so she didn't really need to be there with them. And obviously she needed to be someone's ears and eyes in the college. So all very heroic. And then towards the end, when she finally gave her ears to Violet and followed that hunch, and then was proven wrong. That's just two. I can't think of another one.
Yeah.
Very spicy. Yeah, no, actually, there was a lot of spicy.
There was a lot of spice. Yeah.
The back and forth.
I would say spicy. Other one was, it was engaging for me, even though it was a lengthy read. It for me it made the story, because otherwise you wouldn't appreciate the ending. You wouldn't appreciate that plot twist on
That's
why some people had to go through that length. I totally avoidable how long she held out on Zayden, because he was giving her every chance and he was open about it when he finally was open. I would agree, emotional, because again, I do this to myself. I save the last few chapters to 2, 3 in the morning, and I'm just lying there wondering why I did that.
Do you do this to yourself?
And then I bought the book, this time at 3 a.m. I got the receipt. I bought book 3 straight after I finished Iron Flame.
I bought book 3 before I finished Iron Flame.
Yeah, I told Bob the same thing. I was like, you might as well just get in, because you're gonna have to get in.
I was coming up to the good parts of the last few pages, and I was just like, nah. And I didn't want it to end. I was just like, okay, I'll take my time. And then I was like, messaging my friend that had given me the books. I was like, so how soon can you get book 3 here? And she's like,
excuse me?
When are you coming down? I'm like, that's too... She's like, I can send you it through mail. I'm like, that's too long. Goes into Amazon and buys book.
It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. But don't. It's very addictive. Trust me. I buy books every second day.
No, do. Please.
Do. Don't listen to me. Do it. Alright. Second last question. How did you feel about Violet's growth in the book? Did she surprise you or frustrate you in any way? This is what Bob had to say. Laughed my ass off when I read this question, because she needed one big dong on the head when she was always probing the truth from Zayden. I mean, look, there's some truths which are better off unsaid. Fuck that line by omission is still a lie shit. If I ever want to protect the peace of my relationship by not mentioning things I know will hurt my significant other's feelings, I won't say anything. And that's my 2 cents opinion. But in Zayden's POV, come on, man. She wasn't in a relationship with a normal person. This is a man who is leading a bloody revolution, and he needs to keep certain things to himself.
Amen to that. He had
Bob.
responsibilities.
Yes.
I couldn't understand that. I was annoyed with her. Because she didn't have great examples, right?
Oh, she was
in
fragile.
her past relationships, is what I mean. She didn't have enough experience. Not that she should have. I'm just saying, she didn't know how to navigate her feelings. And so her first, by default, everybody will just, go inward and be like, this is how I feel. You make me feel this way. And no, you make me feel this way. And this is how I feel. But no one really puts, the whole big picture out there.
Yeah.
He had responsibilities. She didn't need to know everything. He had a whole army to lead.
An army, not just that,
a whole kingdom.
young people looked up to him.
Exactly. He carried that on his body, and she knew that. That's what I found annoying.
Yeah, and she just
But again, when you're so caught up in your own feelings, you don't think about these things. And I'm going into counselor mode.
But then when you think about it, it comes back to real life thing. You're your own person, whole or not whole, before you enter a relationship.
Yeah.
So he came in with the status, the burden that comes with the status, and just this whole thing. And then he was leading that revolution on the side, and she's expected him to just... She's the general's daughter, for goodness sake. And he was leading a revolution. They would die on the spot if they could not trust her, which they did in the first place. And plus, he knew what Dane's power was, so he couldn't trust her at all, because Dane was always near her, touching her. So she was a liability if she knew. So
come to think of it, we missed one plot twist, because Kat entered the picture in this book, right?
Did you like it?
I'm pretty sure I messaged you.
Yeah.
And I was like, hold up, wait
Cap,
a minute.
Cap, that's
Did we
Cap.
just we're gonna talk about Cat. So his Zayden's ex-girlfriend comes into the picture for the second book.
Ex-betrothed.
Ex-betrothed even. And her power is one
You would not want
hate.
your ex to have, because like that is messed up.
But like I had like a moment, right? I messaged you about it and I was just like putting two and two together. But that I think was book 3 or book 2? 3, yeah?
Three.
Because they were in the gym, whatever. Yeah. But yeah, book 2 is when the ex comes in. It's like a whole Love Island scene now.
Yeah.
And that was intense. But I feel like, probably it maybe started from there. Her insecurities started like coming up slowly. And then the trust issues was just like trust over.
But like, Zayden was so grounded in his love for her, like, and he reassured her all the time.
But it's also new to her. I get where she's coming from. It's new to her as well. So she doesn't know what's real and what's not. You know, she didn't have something to compare it with.
I know what's real. You got a good-looking guy who's confessing his love and on his knees in front of you. That does it. Check. Sorted.
Yeah. Anyway, so I just thought of that plot twist while you were talking. But
yeah,
Violet was frustrating, but towards the end, very promising. Like, I'm very proud of it.
Yeah, she did. She
came out. She had purpose.
Again, that inner silent resilience really shown when she was being interrogated, and you're just like, you know what? You got balls. You did it. Yeah, you survived being interrogated.
And also, we don't talk about Jessinia a lot. I actually really like her.
I love her.
Like,
her and Sawyer.
I mean, I know I'm going back 2 questions now, but like Jessinia, I don't know if I'm saying that right.
She's a scribe who's a close friend with Violet when she was starting to be a
so they were studying together to become part of the scribe quadrant. But like she pulls through, right? Like she's probably the only scribe quadrant, only scribe person that was helping Violet throughout the entire mission.
Yeah, and she did that throughout and taking them into the scribe library.
And she was also the same year as Violet. Second year? Second year was it? Second year. I would be one big lum. Honestly. I'd be very scared of getting caught.
That's why you have me.
I'd be the one but like, no, this is gonna happen. But she's very daring, so I like Jessinia a lot in the book.
Yeah. Last question. Yeah. What's your biggest theory for the next book after Iron Flame, which is Onyx Storm? What do you see happening? He said, I don't have any theories at the moment, but there are a couple of things I'm looking forward to. Violet's second signet manifesting, and Andana's development as a rare breed. And who knows, are we gonna get a baby Violence in the 3rd book? 6-2.
Don't spoil it for me now. I have to be honest, because I was on TikTok so much. Yeah. I actually came across a spoiler for Iron Flame before I finished the book, so I just sort of like was disappointed in myself.
Oh no! I mean,
so word of advice: please don't go on TikTok and look for the way in Iron Flame.
No, because then you're gonna get whole pulled into the world of it. It's nice.
But accidentally, like I came across this thing where what happened? Are we allowed to talk about what happened in the end?
Of Iron Flame?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's still part of the book.
So like, at the end, I didn't understand that scene, to be honest. I didn't see why he had to.
Again, that's Zayden to the core though. Like, he kept saying that he does not care for anything else except for Violet, and he could not reach her.
That's annoying.
I know, because then he's like, dude,
like,
I can look after myself.
His whole responsibilities just like flew out the window.
Yes,
and
I think that's one of those things where it's just like, dude, like I said, you're a whole person. He had this whole rebellion, whole people, and then as soon as he got Violet, like, you know.
Yeah. I'm definitely Team Sigale in this scenario because I'll be very disappointed in him.
Yeah, so the ending of the book, they managed to put the wards up at the cost of Violet's mom's life, where she sacrificed her power and essence.
Well, the scene is that they have to put the wards up again at the bottom, and so there's a group of them at the ward stone.
So Brennan is there with his power to heal the ward stone to be able to put up.
And the rest have to distract the Venin and the Griffins that are up in the air fighting.
Yeah. So...
And Zayden's leading that.
Yeah, so they're attacking that. And then... Yeah, so they're trying to put the ward stone up. The wards up. Then they also trying to fight off the Venin. And Mr. Zayden, in all his glory...
He has to go one-on-one with the of the leaders.
What do you call that? The Maven? Or the... the Maven or the... Sage. With the Sage. So the Sage is like one of the top generals of the Venin. Who's
so he goes one-on-one
really powerful
in the scene.
So Venin are people that extract power from Earth's source. So when they extract power, they dry up the Earth. So it looks dead, lifeless, because they pull out the life force from Earth. So that's considered wrong because it's not natural, because you take power from natural stuff. So that's what Venin become, and they become corrupt, and they don't stop because power hungry.
And he's on in the scene. He's back. I mean, he's on a one-on-one with the general, while Violet's mom is in the middle of
and he thinks that it's Violet who sacrificed her life to put up the ward.
Because it requires a life.
Yeah, it requires a life. Yeah, the amount of life force power that goes into it. So to save Violet, he channels.
But how is it going to save Violet?
That's why I totally team Sigel on this, because
she could have told him.
It was unnecessary.
She could have told him she's alive. Well, I mean, they're in the middle of a war. No, but she was like, I will never forgive you. Or something like that.
Yeah. No, I think he chose to do it.
He was just like, yo, Violet chose me too.
Yeah.
Rubbish.
I chose it. Yeah. But like, it was very unnecessary, but I guess...
Sorry, I yelled that.
Yeah. So that's what happens. So Zayden...
Well, after that happened, my theory for... I kind of didn't want to start on because actually it took me a while to start book 3.
You were pissed, right?
I was sad. I mean, my other friend warned me about this. She was like, oh, you're gonna feel like real rubbish. Like anger. I think I was so upset. I think I told Bob this. I was just like, I'm so upset. I don't know whether I want to be sad, angry, mad.
Oh, wait till you get to the end of Onyx Storm.
Stop.
I need you to record yourself, like when you know you're coming to the last chapter.
Chapter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
How long is the chapter?
Not that long. The heartbreak, long.
Stop.
I can't help it, it's still there with me. So, my biggest theory for the book, I've read it, is that now that Zayden's Venin...
He turns, by the way.
Yeah.
If you didn't get that from the last few sentences.
So he channels to try and save Violet, because he would do anything to save Violet, and in doing so hits Venin. My theory for the next book is that they're just gonna find a way to not make him more Venin, because there's like stages of being Venin. Like there's like, you're still like a person who just did it, and then sage level. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're just like, what now? I mean, they saved the college, the wards are up, the Venin doesn't get to come in now. But we've lost 2 lives, if we're really being honest here.
Yeah.
Not including the lives that like sacrificed themselves during the war, but the mini war.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to know what was gonna happen after. Like, what now?
Yeah, because it ends off with that. Okay, so now, now what?
But Bob has a good point. Like, oh, and is that scene in the second book where she realizes that Zayden has a second signet?
Yeah.
I was like, oh crap, did I just give a spoiler to book 3?
Yes, it is.
I hope it is. Anyway.
No, it is, because I think that's why he said looking forward to know what her second one is.
But that scene was so funny because yeah, the way that Tarn was looking at Sigil, like,
yes. And just like, we didn't get into it, but one of my all-time favorite characters in all of this is Tan.
yeah,
He is just
no,
so
he
fun.
was really good throughout the book, the second one.
Yeah, and him just being like battered,
Himself more.
him being battered by Andana's like adolescent rage.
She's funny, I love her.
She's so spucky.
She's just like, ooh, sheep.
We do
Hungry.
not eat our allies. She's like, questionable.
She's funny. No, the characters are so
I think
funny.
one of the quotes that I put up was like this, when she asked, Andana asks Tan, like, can you carry a luminary? And he's like, you insult me.
Yeah, you insult me.
She's just like, can you carry a luminary while insulted? Just like burst out laughing. I was like, oh man. Yeah.
It'll be good to know who they get for her character
I
if
just
they make
love
it into
it.
a series.
Yeah.
Alright, so we've got another guest commentary here. And she goes, thanks for letting me share my 2 cents on Iron Flame. I read this back in 2023, so excuse the jagged memory. Disclaimer, it's really really rough, but but I know you get the gist. She's writing in short form. I have to read this properly.
Like high school short form.
No, like I know. Stop. Okay, so the question, do I read the question?
Yeah, go for it.
No, you read the question, so I'm just answering.
So the first question, let me pull up.
You read George's, I'll read his.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so this one is for question 1. She was, so what did you think about... Oh, you asked a different question.
Yeah, so they kind of had different questions, so you have to read the question.
The question is, what did you think about the pacing and the big reveals in Iron Flame? She said, I actually loved Iron Flame. I know the pages and the size of the book is daunting to the eyes, but it was necessary. I gravitate more towards action-packed fantasy, so it was a pleasant read with all the world-building alliances formed and politics. It made me constantly refer to the maps as if I were Brennan working on war strategy.
Okay,
The spicy parts were an added bonus. I don't know what FW means.
I fuck with it.
Oh, fourth wing.
Oh, oops!
Damn!
2 different. Please do not let your children listen to this podcast.
The spicy parts were an added bonus. Fourth wing really made me establish connections with the characters. So in Iron Flame, to see the character and the relationship development was cool. Very interesting.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that perspective.
I think it was
Very nerdy of you. I love it.
kind of what I said, like, you know, it was thing, but it was necessary, all that admin, all that back and forth
necessary
to really pull out that twist in the end. Nice.
What's your bold prediction for book 3? What plot twist wrecked you the most? Jack Barlow
Jack fucking Bauer.
just cannot stay dead. I somehow knew in Fourth Wing that it was too good to be true and he died, and then he had to be the one to get the wards down.
Yeah, that was so frustrating, because when he came back, it seemed like he forgave Violet for killing him. So it was like very... You knew he was up to something, but you did not think it would be that. And that he was not alone as a Venin in there means they were infiltrated in the college so much. So.
Yeah. Violet's torture scene was brutal and intense. Had to reread this. A lot of character progress shown. 1, Violet's strength really showed without a dragon, her signet, or her man. I like that, yeah. I think Varys really thought he would break her. Her hallucinations of Liam got me low-key hoping his story had not ended. And not all hope was lost for Dane. Xaden to the rescue, and that speech. Phew! Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
I
Agreed.
really like that part about Violet's strength really showing. I was talking about that during the
Yeah.
interrogation. Like, I really thought she was going to give in because a lot of Iron Flame and Fourth Wing were based on just her love for Xaden.
Yes. And then...
Well,
like
not
it's-
really, but like her getting through the gauntlet and all that.
Yeah, her... Again, I think I'm going to mention it like 3 times now. Her silent resilience is really strong. And I guess it really showed to her scribe training the power of the mind.
Power of the mind.
Because, you know,
She's
everyone
very
knows she's
determined.
smart and everything, but her mind to, like, keep it together, to not break,
Yeah.
came through.
Next question was, what was your first impression when you started Iron Flame compared to Fourth Wing? Did it live up to your expectations? Xaden is such a complex character in this book. But I like the way she starts this. How did your perception of him change throughout Iron Flame? Biggest plot twist, Xaden turning unnecessarily. It's so unfair that he had to be the one going through it. I mean, he has already been through a lot from when he was a child as a marked one. His love for Violet was really his downfall. He was willing to give up Erasure for her. Massage head. Lilia's sacrificial death was warranted. Like, why are you keeping secrets from the students who are meant to fight the front line?
Yeah.
Keep it from the citizen, justified. But the students...
Yeah.
Xaden had more substance in Iron Flame. We got to see his ruler side and how he and Violet's relationship grew aside from the whining Violet did throughout. Understandable from her scribe sides, but calm down. All secrets are out. We're out of necessity. I'm not reading this properly.
You're not.
I'll read that again. Xaden had more substance in Iron Flame. We got to see his ruler side and how he and Violet's relationship grew aside from the whining Violet did throughout. Understandable from her scribe side, but calm down. All the secrets were out of necessity. When she observed how Cat fights and that Xaden taught her, I'd be low-key jealous.
Because you're not the only one.
Curious to see him navigate his venom side in Onyx Storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Very good feedback. Thank you so much for that.
Was it those 3 questions?
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, really touched into the deep aspects of Iron Flame.
Yeah, the characters.
I'm very I'm an emotional reader, you know.
Yeah.
I live for the emotion, so I don't really live up for all this boring admin political stuff.
Yeah. With
So
heartstrings.
it's nice to see that readers actually,
Yeah.
dig that side of the book. It
Well,
gives it
it's-
more perspective, and it's
It's
necessary.
the world building, like why they act the way they act, or why they
Exactly.
feel the way they feel, and again, you can tie it into real life. Like your circumstances kind of shape who you are.
Yeah.
So person who's always gone through turmoil will only know what turmoil is, and then they don't know what something new is hitting them. Yeah, I think I pretty much had the same sentiments as Lorraine,
Yeah.
and I think we shared that.
I think you got a book bestie now.
Yeah, so we had the same feeling, but I think one thing with Rebecca Yarros, the author's writing, is I mentioned it, she really pulls you into the world because she describes it down to detail, and when you think about how the characters are and their surroundings, you feel like you're there, and yeah, I like it, and I can't wait for you to finish reading Onyx Storm. And hopefully we can get back to Onyx Storm soon.
Yeah. Where am I up to? Let me see.
My Sony Kindle. While she's looking, I'm just gonna do a quick plug as we wrap up this episode recording. Feel free to like and share on our socials. It really helps boost our podcast, so people who will also like the same thing be pushing into their content space.
If you're on is Instagram, we have a a link in the bio. I'm gonna write this time. We got a link in the bio. You can sign up for book club. You can give us recommendations, and you can also give us your feedback or like your reactions to whatever books that you're reading and that we're reading. So we'd love your participation. We
Yeah.
can read it during our episodes. It'll be fun, you know. We get to see what you think about the
Yeah.
episodes or what you think about the books that we're talking about. So feel free to do that.
Yeah. And also, I think we've just had a lot of love. So thank you to everybody who's been sharing, liking, giving feedback. We really
Yes,
appreciate it.
thank you
And
so much.
the numbers have been great. And I think it's one of the few ones in Fiji podcast world where we actually have a book club. So this is fun for us, and hope it's fun for everybody that's listening.
Always looking for
Like,
more opportunities.
Share. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, like literally
All of the above.
wherever you go for podcasts. If you're not a podcast person, be a podcast
Google.
person.
You can even Google it, and the
You can
episode's
Google.
gonna come right to
And
you.
you can go on YouTube and you can see our faces for like half an hour. We'll, while you listen. Just yes. Thank you for all the love, and yeah, we'll just end here now. Good night.
Good
That
night.
was very solemn. Bye.
Thank you.